My fault.
Alright, we're back. We're back.
We're back. I'm just gonna. Oh, is that a dehydrator?
Basically a podcast at this point.
Oh God.
If you think about it, we're just lounging.
Switched it back and forward
Just chilling.
until it became
What the fuck is that guy's
20%
t-shirt?
or 25-ish% of its original
Oh, it's an
weight. Kinda
autistic
smells smoky,
Pikachu.
a
It's
little
like
bit
if it
beefy,
was drawn
but
by a
it looks
Spike.
like a piece of wood.
You can see it though, right?
That looks
The
like a
ears.
drawing
It
my dad
sounds
would
like
draw.
a piece of
While,
While
so, while
drunk.
sober.
It's
No.
kind of crazy.
While sober is crazy.
So, normally if you eat katsuobushi,
Although
you
I
can
see
eat
it.
this like now. In
Do
order
you
to
have
make
a
this
pad or something I
actually
can buy?
like honkarebushi,
Sorry,
the ones like they eat in Japan,
no,
I have one more step. And this time it's really sketchy.
we're not gonna tell
Actually
them
sketchy,
recording
because-
like that, even though they can hear this
Suck my dick.
right now.
I have been dreading this moment. There are different power levels of katsuobushi. After
Damn.
smoking, the fish is called arabushi, which is what we have right now. The next level is after the surface is scraped
What?
and all that
Okay.
black smoke, char comes
Oh,
off. That's called
oh, I got
That's
you.
what I
The
thought.
final
That's
form
what I thought.
requires.
Nobody wants to suck it.
After mold grows on it, it's called
It's too
honkarebushi,
big, I
which
knew
is
you.
about 10 to 15% of its original weight. Aspergillus orzae is what gives miso
We all
and soy
know.
sauce that characteristic umami flavor.
Fucking
and
Nick.
we've used it quite a bit in our
It's
previous
okay, buddy.
videos, like good on meat and stuff like that. But the problem with this mold is that it sucks at growing on dry, crusty bits of meat. So
Why does he put the
what
mic
about
on the
these different
spatula
molds?
though? I
Called
kind of fuck with
Aspergillus
it, but then
glaucus.
again,
Aspergillus glaucus
shit
is a
weird as
xerophilic
hell.
mold, which it means it prefers environments with less water. And it does a few things more than Aspergillus orzae does. It actually breaks down lipids or fats, and it decreases fat oxidation, which decreases rancidity, which essentially preserves the flavor. It also continues to suck water out of the meat so it can be more dehydrated. So you can store it longer, I guess. And it does also improve
Alright,
the
let me
flavor,
take
like
my
how
phone off the
Coke
charger.
does.
Go over to my
Proteases,
stream
amylases, and lipases.
that has
all
been
that.
on.
Just
Let me
check
give
out the
you
other
this one
videos.
guy back.
And it's cool because I get to
Tell
use
him
another mold
deal.
that I haven't used before. I was getting kind of tired of using just koji, except it's something that they don't
Alright,
sell
okay.
anywhere.
Sour Leaks. How old is your account?
There's nothing like fueling your
2021?
growth
Okay.
with 2 times points on select business purchases and access to over $3,500 in business.
They seem like a troll, that's why I don't like it.
There's nothing.
Even though he seems sincere, but his account's set up like a troll. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Two places are calling your name. You could just ask Google to break down the differences.
dude
Even throw in a
surrounded by
wild card.
pink. You know?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cool guy, but his account is
Always
for
Flex
trolling.
Foam stays dry
Yeah.
and fresh.
Cheap admin.
See what foam can do for you.
Cheap admin troll
The
tower.
Target weekly drop
8
is here,
Robux.
And this week there's something for everyone. Can we get these
Who is
please?
Sapper?
But I'm gonna keep this sweater for myself.
Zach.
Shop Target.
Subway's new Fresh Fit menu is stacked with the ham and turkey stacker, packed with Black Forest ham.
After weeks of searching, emailing, and calling. Hello, I hope you're doing well. I recently placed an order on Aspergillus glaucus, and I noticed there wasn't a description in the product. I'd love to get more information on it. Hello, Trump. Thank you for your email. Our signature vials do not contain actual substances. They are used for energy medicine practitioners. The vials hold water that has been imprinted with electromagnetic, which meant there was nothing
Who's
in there but water.
555?
You know, this is considered done. This is basically Arabushi. If I stopped here, it still counts. But the voices in my head are
Yeah.
whispering, what if I can do this? Never, ever, ever do this at home. This is not safe. This is also at the edge of my knowledge. I've never done this before. Well, first I'm adding water and 1% sugar into a mason jar. And I'm going to place the lid on it and put it inside the pressure cooker with a plastic funnel so that everything gets sterilized. While sterilizing, I'm rinsing out my plastic bottle with
Just know
7% alcohol. I'm also wiping down
if I
the
get
surface
scammed.
with alcohol spray and letting everything air dry. Next, I'm heat sterilizing my knife by dipping it into alcohol and then heating it until it glows red hot. Meanwhile,
It'd be pretty hard
I'm
for you to get
pasteurizing the
scammed
surface of the katsubushi by running
with
it
the
in
new trade
dehydrator
stuff.
again for
Well,
140
there is a
degrees
limit
Fahrenheit
of-
for a few hours.
there's
Once
limits.
that's done, I'm using the sterile knife
With
to
the money,
scrape
it's
off the outer
hard.
surface. Normally you would sand this down with sandpaper, but I only had a knife, so I found this honkarebushi.
So
Well,
if I get
what if you only
scammed.
let them trade you the expensive
See,
items?
there's a tiny bit
Yeah,
of,
I'm
like,
gonna make
but
sure he does the
these little white
expensive
bits
stuff
of mold
first.
right
You
here,
know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
what I do. I'd be like the pats and that
little
first.
fuzzies. and that's mold. And we're gonna try to get this to go on our piece of meat. There's a lot of molds that can mess you up. The air is filled with mold spores just floating around. This means if you don't have a reputable mold source, the mold that you want to grow is basically trying to fight a free-for-all against all of the mold that exists in the air. It's like digging for treasure in a trash can. Yeah, you might find something useful, but you're also surrounded with
Getting rid of this
garbage.
Spitfire.
And in this case, the garbage can potentially kill you.
I like
Using my
Spit
sterile knife to scrape off the
a
outer
little
surface
bit.
of the Honkai.
Tight.
And I'm gonna drop all of those shavings
fucking hate
into
it.
that sugar water.
I fucking hate
And
it so
making
much.
sure to work next
So
to
many
the
people
reduce
fucking.
airborne contamination.
Ew,
After that,
spit,
I'm
ew,
transferring the
spit,
mixture
ew,
into a
spit.
mister
Wait, he
to
has a
spray
spit?
it
Kill
over
him.
koji rice.
It's on some dick, bruh.
Then I'm gonna incubate it until
On
I
dick
see
for
mold.
no reason,
This is
just
probably
because
not
it's
the most
Spitfire.
sterile technique. I'm just trying to minimize other
Just
mold
because
and
I'm
bacteria
richer
growth
than
by being as
you.
clean as I can.
Yo.
I think I've had this in here for about 2 months now, and it's finally starting to grow mold. This is kind of crazy. Now that I'm looking at this with the light and everything, this is freaking insane. You see a little bit of white mold, a little bit of green mold with some bluish tints to it. In the papers that I read,
Are
it
you
said
sure
that
about
Aspergillus
that?
glaucus had like a green-blue color, and this kind of looks like all the YouTube videos that I found on Katsuobushi. So that's kind of a good sign. The only thing bad that I see is like it didn't have like
Sour got
coverage of the
lost.
mold, and I'm not gonna wait any longer. We're gonna try to eat this. Okay, we're not that stupid. We're actually gonna go somewhere first. I have a friend.
I think you added the wrong person.
So this is my friend Nick. Hi, this is Mango. So we make a system for Firebird testing. So we test for mold, bacteria, yeast. So today we'll take your mold sample and we're going to subculture it, which means taking small pieces of that and putting it onto a petri dish in order to purify it. This is the green one right here. This is probably the main one that I think this is also Aspergillus glaucus. Okay.
No, not truly not your day.
I think, yeah,
Truly not you.
and then once it's purified, we have what's called a pure culture, which means one type of organism growing on that plate. We'll send it out to another lab for PCR testing, which is a test that looks at the
Just
DNA
know,
and identifies the type of mold.
if you scam,
I'm gonna be able
account
to, like,
gone,
eat
brother.
this meat after we test it. We'll give you the result.
You know an admin.
Alright, okay. Thanks, Nick. Yes, thank you.
You're friends with an admin.
Ex-admin, but he could still get shit done.
He could still post streams. Not to mention, I've been scammed before. I could set up a ticket.
The guy lost all his shit.
He lost every
I've
fucking
been
thing.
wondering why I've been doing this project at all.
Hey Tron, it's Nick. We got your results back from the organism samples that we sent out.
I could have bought it from the store. I didn't need to make it out of beef. I even could have stopped halfway through and called it done.
So we sent out 2 samples for PCR testing. One of them matched as Aspergillus, likely Aspergillus oryzae or koji.
But somewhere along the way, I wasn't trying to make something anymore.
The second sample unfortunately didn't match anything in the database, which is unusual, but it does happen. So it's kind of annoying. We don't really know what it is.
Giving everything you've got doesn't guarantee anything. It won't always make sense. It might feel pointless, exhausting, stupid.
So based on those results, I would not recommend eating it.
But somewhere in the middle of that, even when things don't
Hey, what is his name?
who you are at the start isn't
View
quite
profile.
who you are when it's over.
Yeah, Sour got lost.
Maybe
Not
that's the point.
looking for skeleton. Oh, he's an HK member.
Money's money, brother. Their leaders only.
No shot, it's this guy. Give me free spin. No. Sit. Where's his brother at?
Near the end of the groundbreaking 1988 hybrid live-action / animation film Who Filmed Roger Rabbit, Hardball Detective Eddie Valiant.
No, he wants to do it at Heaven's Gate.
Cutting mirrors with diamonds. I want to see this actually.
After you work out, you can feel worn out.
I'm here 1 sec. I'm gonna go buy some extra things to add in the trade.
The little chip that's peeling off, right there, is only about 4 microns thick. This process is known as diamond scribing, and today we're going to create an optical mirror for a quantum device called
can I even afford the
trap, or MOT for short.
Fee?
It uses lasers to supercool
Yeah,
a cloud of atoms.
I have 2K.
Then be used for a number of different
Oh, you might be
experiments.
good.
I've got plenty of guns to
Multiple
sell.
lasers onto a single point inside of a vacuum chamber.
I have all the
Surrounded by
fucking
coils
guns.
which generate a magnetic field. All of this works together to cool a cloud of atoms down to near absolute zero. At these ultra cold temperatures,
I can add some cookies.
atoms can be manipulated and used for experiments like high precision gravity mapping. There are a few ways to configure a MOT, but the traditional approach is 3 pairs of lasers focused onto a central region. Unfortunately, this is a really bulky configuration and tedious to align all
Oh,
of the
he went to
lasers.
BM?
Instead,
Bruh.
the geometry of this mirror reflects a single laser beam back onto itself. This makes alignment much easier, and the device is very compact, which makes it easier to integrate into an experiment. This specific mirror configuration comes from a paper, but the
Could've all
details
done it
were
in BM.
pretty light.
He told me Howling Peak and then he switched it up and went to BM.
The mirror finish surface can be produced by milling
Never
processes
mind.
alone, without subsequent polishing. And that's it. The paper doesn't specify any other details about how they actually made the mirror. But there is one way to get something approaching a true optical mirror, and that's using a diamond tool, specifically a monocrystalline diamond. This here is a monocrystalline diamond tool designed for milling. It's a diamond that has been grown as a single crystal, brazed onto a carbide shank, and then polished to a very sharp edge. This diamond has a yellow color because of a high nitrogen content, which is common in diamonds grown with a high pressure, high temperature process. More expensive, better quality diamonds grown by CVD are usually transparent. Diamond tools can generate mirror surfaces in metals like aluminum and copper because the cutting edge is extremely sharp. And because diamond is so much harder than the metals, there's basically no wear at all on the tool. So a diamond can cut a reflective mirror surface, but it'll only be an optical surface if the motion of the CNC machine is smooth enough to generate a flat, parallel surface needed for a mirror. Right, so the first test was nothing fancy. I just milled a piece of aluminum with various feeds and speeds to get a sense for how this diamond tool reacts. As you can see, the finish isn't that bad. It's pretty reflective, but there's also obviously a lot of swirl marks which are not great. Looking at the test sample under the electron microscope is very cool, and it gives us a lot of useful information. At the top here is the regular end mill finish. The tool isn't specifically made for floor finishing, so there's a pretty dramatic crosshatch pattern. Below that is the diamond finish. It's immediately obvious how much smoother the floor is. Compared to the carbide, it's just amazing. But zooming in, we can see those swirl marks a little more closely. They're very shallow, but they're still present everywhere and keep the finish from being perfectly smooth.
Too bad. He lost his account over a few K.
These are the absolute worst jobs in Warhammer 40K. Number 6, Penal Legion.
There are 2 sides to every story.
You doing the trade right now?
Yeah.
Can be beautiful.
I don't understand it. Why did he scam me?
I'm thinking we need a car.
He scammed you?
Yeah, he...
These are the
2 pats, 700k cash, 2 cursed, volcanic, 2 Lancaster, kukri, frozen, and 3. Hey bro, you forgot the other stuff. Oh, he blocked me.
So what do you have on you now?
I'm already broadcasting, save recent play, last